In 1885, the age of consent in Britain was 13. Children could be bought and sold on the streets of London. The British Parliament knew all about this situation. A bill to raise the age to 16 had been written. They dropped the bill completely. They dropped it 3 times. One man decided that if Parliament wouldn't listen to words, he'd make them listen to a story. His name was W.T. Stead, editor of the Pall Mall Gazette, the most famous journalist in the British Empire. He set up a secret investigation. Undercover agents infiltrated the places where children were being sold. He spoke to the police. He spoke to rescue workers, to the people who ran the trade. But he knew that evidence alone wouldn't be enough. He knew he needed proof, so he did something unthinkable. With the help of the Salvation Army, he bought a 13-year-old girl. He bought her for £5. He made sure she was safe the entire time. He placed her safely with the Salvation Army. Then he wrote all about it, every detail, how easy it was. He called it the Maiden Tribute of modern Babylon. And then Britain exploded. H. Smith refused to sell the paper, so the Salvation Army sold it on the streets. Copies changed hands for 20 times the cover price. 10,000 people besieged the office. They completely ran out of paper. A rival newspaper gave them theirs. The Home Secretary begged Stead to stop. Stead said he'd stop when Parliament passed the law. Thousands marched to Hyde Park. Over 300,000 people signed a petition. The Salvation Army carried it into the House of Commons. The MPs who had blocked the bill 3 times, they now had no choice. On the 14th of August, 1885, the Criminal Law Amendment Act became law. The age of consent was raised to 16 because one journalist refused to stop. But here's what happened next. They put him on criminal trial. The man who exposed the crime was treated like a criminal. Convicted, 3 months in Holloway prison. He wore his prison uniform every year on the anniversary. He was proud of what it cost him. 27 years later, he boarded a ship. The ship was the Titanic. Survivors said he helped women and children into the lifeboats. Then he gave away his life jacket. His body was never recovered. His memorial in Central Park reads, "Numbered amongst those who, dying nobly, enabled others to live." But his real memorial is the law he forced into existence. It started with one journalist. It all started with just one newspaper. One single act of defiance. Parliament said no 3 times. It took one journalist to make them say yes. They punished him for it. He wore the uniform with pride. This is what Britain is made of, and the world needs to know it. Help us tell these stories at proudofus.co.uk/support. Come and be part of us. Be proud of us.